All right, everybody. So today we're doing the world's greenest car wash. I just got my car back from the dealer, and I'll give some close-ups, but you would think they would have cleaned it before they gave it to me, but it doesn't really look like they did. It's got like all this like weird crap on it, which is a little disappointing, but you know, I guess that's better than them running it through their car wash, which will probably scratch it up. So it's been forever, but it feels really good having this thing back. Basically, the whole trunk got replaced. Maybe I'll show a little video of what the damage looked like. I don't really think I've showed you guys at any point. It wasn't too bad, but they basically just replaced everything with like they replaced it all with like new parts. So basically the whole trunk area is new. And because we're doing the greenest car wash, I got green pants, shirt, and good old, you know, maple puff towel. Guys, make sure to pick up some merch at dualdetail.com/shop. You won't regret it. I love these things, honestly. This one feels really good too. It's comfortable. Doesn't work as well with the mic though. Like I keep chinning the padding on it. So yeah, let me get what we're having for greens today. So let's get this going, guys. I got the colored foam green. This stuff is really green. And it actually says green on it this time. Last time I was doing the red challenge, it said orange, but hey, you know, sometimes you gotta make that sacrifice. The other part I got is a lettuce. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I don't know, I think lettuce is just like a good crunch on it. So it's nothing like a habanero pepper. I'm not gonna be dying, hopefully, from it, but we should be able to make it through the full car wash this time. And another thing I'd like to mention is it's finally snowed. It's like, you know, it's January 7th or something like that. And so now I can show you guys for real what you can do with washing your car in the winter. And obviously it's not super cold out. I mean, I am wearing a crew neck and some very skinny pants, but it should help you get a good idea of what you can and can't do, and like a better perspective on managing the actual cold weather rather than just me talking about it. So, but we're mostly gonna be focusing on the Greenesh car wash, the Greenesh. So I'm excited for this one. We got a couple other things that are green. We also got the green hose. I could use the 25% tip, but I don't really want to. Oh yeah, here's the dirt that was on the car after I got it from the dealer. I'm not sure where they stored this thing, but it has like a bunch of random crap on it. And then this is what the trunk looks like. So I want to get you guys a nice good view of this. So they did a really good job with it overall, not complaining. Basically 99% of it is new. Kind of happy with how it turned out. I made sure to give it a good look over before I got it back, just because, you know, I want it to be like before someone crashed into me. The person who hit me, license was expired, or their license plate was expired. Like, they've gotten into a lot of crashes before. They pulled out in like fuzzy pink slippers. I knew I was screwed once I saw that. And they were like 5 foot, so probably couldn't see over the dash, to be honest. Yeah, it was my first time getting in a crash. Make sure you always call the police, like, unless there's literally no damage. But yeah, you should always report accidents. Mine totaled in like $6,000 worth of damage, even though it might not look that bad in the video I showed you guys. So I guess there was a lot of damage under that you couldn't see initially, that kind of deal. Or they just wanted the money. They only had my car for 3 months, so when I picked it up, the freaking battery was dead. I was like, are you guys kidding me? Like, this thing like eats battery. The Alpha just eats battery. So if you don't leave it on a tender, and if you aren't using it, and like for a 3-month period, I wasn't using it and the dealer wasn't either, like the battery just drained itself. I don't know how they got it onto the, how they got it back into the parking lot, but whatever, that's nothing to do with me there. Yeah, let's get into this car wash. I got the water going. You can see this, got this thing full of green. Wonder if it's gonna stain it up, but we'll see. I'm probably just gonna do the foam today, and then we'll chomp on some lettuce and chat. We'll do a nice little hand wash. We have a green mitt too. Green. I wanna get some like temporary hair dye. I think that'd be kind of fun, because I also got like some other colors I wanna do, like purple and maybe yellow. So you guys know with the Greenesh car wash, we're doing the all green. We gotta eat it, we gotta be it. We are the green, so. You know, I've always wanted to do this. Now let's get to it. So if I had to guess what temperature it is out right now, It's probably like 30. Obviously wouldn't really recommend washing your car if it's gonna be like absolutely freezing out, but you can have like a little bit of range with it. It's give or take, just depending on like wind chill and temperature and all that. Let's get this thing foamed down. I'm excited to try this green out, boys. I've been waiting to see this in action, so let's do it. Got the Hulk mode. Dang, I should have had one of those Hulk fists. That would have been making this, that would have made this sick. This stuff smells like green. All right, looks like we used up all the green. I mean, it is cold, but it's obviously not gonna be drying for a little bit, so let's chill with some lettuce. It's kind of bizarre. It's like almost like you have some spots that are white and some that are green. It's like the coloring doesn't mix with the soap or something weird. Smells good though. My normal foam is green, but it doesn't actually look green. It's like I'm blending right into this thing. Can you guys even see me? Am I just like a floating head right now? That's enough. I'm thinking this will take pretty much, or sheesh Louise, bonking over here. I think this will take care of all the dirt really out in the car. I do have the water, it's coming in from my kitchen tap, so I have it turned up on both hot and cold all the way, so it's like a nice 80 degrees. So it's not as warm as I could have it, but you know, with it being 30, the chance of this freezing, and there's like basically zero wind, is like 0. So not worried about it freezing, but you know, adjust accordingly. You can see if I like literally just left this, it wouldn't ever dry. We gotta still wash it, so we're gonna be doing that. We got the Chicago River over here during St. Patrick's Day. Holy shoes. Dang, these guys hooked me up. They get me like a new lip spoiler on the trunk and everything. The mechanic I was talking to is like, the insurance was all like, oh, does it have to be like perfect? You could just Bondo it. And he was like, no, the customer would come back and complain in a month about it. And it's like, so he was like really fighting for my right. Like honestly, like insurance is like half of a scam. It's like I'm paying all this money and then they don't even really want to pay for really what I'm paying for, right? So it's just kind of weird. But with it being winter, like I can totally chill right now. Like I don't need to worry about doing the hand wash right away. Although I am gonna get a bucket of hot water going soon. The water's not gonna freeze. If it would freeze, you know, you want to be a little bit faster about it. But with it being 30 or whatever, I'm not sweating. I'm actually really cold. I'm actually green. All right, I don't have green shoes. I also don't have green hairspray yet. That'll be for the next one. Keep an eye out for purple. Yeah, I'm all here. I'd just like to thank you all for subscribing. I have like 107 subscribers at this point in time. I definitely appreciate everything. Like, it's a lot of fun. Video editing takes a lot of freaking time. I try to do a good job. Sometimes it sucks, butt crack. That's part of me being a noob. Let me show you the Green River, by the way. This is crazy. But check this. Polluting the environment one chemical at a time. It's actually like really cool looking. Like it's like deep green. I don't know, at least I think it's cool. When it comes to like, what do you call it? Dude, when it comes to all these like chemicals and stuff, I'm gonna become like a mutant in like 5 years if I keep up what I'm doing. Like touching iron decon with my hands, probably not the smartest thing in the world, but I don't have much of a choice. So, you gotta get the job done. I've been feeling kind of weird. Anyway, let me load up a bucket. Let's get this bucket loaded with some nice warm water. Now you might be like, hey, we were promised a green mitt. What is this? Turns out I haven't washed it yet. So, just how it's gonna be today. Let's get that hand wash going. I'm full of lettuce. The hand soap ain't green, but I don't really feel like dyeing my whole self right now. So the foam wash did a good job, but there's still some like clumps and stuff. So yeah, with the hand wash, I got some really nice hot water in here. And you know, that's nice for me. But before I plugged it back into the pressure washer, just made sure to empty the line of the warm water so that when I did start it up again to rinse it down, it wouldn't be hot. Like, I'm sure that if I did use the hot water for like even a second or two or three, that, you know, the pressure washer would have been like just fine. Like, it'd probably only really break from hot water with like extensive use of water that's too hot. By extensive, I mean like just a whole car wash or something. Yeah, I'm thinking about starting to talk about a little bit of like some basic car care things too, like tire pressure, changing your filters, just some basic things like that, because you know, it's really easy to do, and I feel like people may not be as aware of it as they really should be. So this is like a great time to wash your car if you ever see an opportunity like this where it's, you know, it might be a colder season, but the weather's kind of nice because, you know, there's tons of like snow and salt on the ground, and that muddies up your car pretty quick. And the salt can corrode it. So it's good to make sure you wash it off. I'll try to do that, like, you know, at least every week. You could just do a simple foam wash and that'll get most of the salt. So yeah, let's do the green wash. All right, let's do the actual green wash. Look at that, glass sealant's still going hard. I like installed that sometime before, you know, I got into the debacle. Boom. And this green car wash is going by lickety. One thing that's kind of interesting about like doing your car in the winter is you don't really realize that like none of the water is gonna evaporate. So your drying towel has to dry up a lot more water than normal. So you might need an extra drying towel if you're doing it in the winter. Just a lot of things you don't really realize until, you know, you're actually doing it live on television. So I like showed up to the dealer around 12 to pick up my car. Dude, no one was in the freaking office. So I'm like, dude, where the heck is everyone? I just want my car. So I went to the main office and I had someone with me because obviously if I'm driving a car there, someone's gonna have to drive it back, or, you know, there's just an exchange that has to take place and you need an extra person for that. So we drive to the main lobby, I guess, and then the person's like, well, they should be in there. I'm just like, well, can you freaking figure it out? Because I'm not the one who works here. And it was like so frustrating dealing with these guys. It's just like they want to be as useless as possible, it felt like. And it's like, I know I'm only in my self-interest, but, you know, if you're getting paid for it, like, have a little bit of heart about it, a little bit of mind, a little bit of brain power, something like that. All right, nice. Look at that, the winter wash. So yeah, don't be too intimidated by the colder weather when it comes to washing your car. You might think like, oh, I gotta worry about freezing and all this, but if you're at least a little bit mindful of it, like I would say anything above probably 20 is gonna be all right for washing your car. It really depends on wind chill too, though. I don't know, it's hard to say. I've done it like just above 30. I've done it just below 30. That's like my usual range that I try to stick to. You could always do it inside. I have a little garage, but it's really difficult to do it in there. So ideally I'd want to be doing it outside. But yeah, don't overthink it. It is just water. The only really risk you have is if it freezes in the machinery. You know, it's still like not super warm out. Maybe I'll post up the weather as an image. My guess it's like 30. We'll see how close I am. Bets? Let's do it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the green car wash. Thank you again for 107 subscribers. I'm gonna do a special on that soon. This isn't the special. Although I could have made it the special, I feel like this is a little low effort for a special, so might be doing a habanero. I don't know. I'm not doing a step up from that though. That habaneros were deadly. I think I ate like 4 habanero peppers. I was dying. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sayonara. I love you guys.